Well, hi there. Today I've got a question from Mendoza, and it has to do with connecting your mixer or speakers to your TV so this way you can have a good karaoke system working with your microphones all at the same time. Now, there's an old school way of doing it, which most TVs don't like to do anymore, and then there's two current ways of doing it. Now, the first one you're going to race at and think, yeah, that's the way I want to do it. And it's great, but if you're hooking up to a lot of mixers today, sometimes there's limitations. That's Bluetooth. Easy. If you have a party speaker, no problem. It's designed that way. But if you have a mixer, some mixers give you functionality, some mixers don't when it comes to having Bluetooth on it. Same thing with some commercial branded speakers. So let's take a look at one of the accessory options that I look at a lot when it comes to hooking up. Now, I have 3 TVs behind me. They don't have Bluetooth, and we don't run audio and that kind of stuff. So I need to get video too. I need to get all that. So I use Google Chromecast, these guys here, to get my video on the TV. Comes remote control. It's great. It does all the apps. This is perfect because you can actually get a lot of great karaoke apps that run off of this. Now, again, it's HDMI. There's no headphone jack on there. There's no way to get this on the mixer. So again, we're going to rely on the TV having Bluetooth on it. But the TVs don't have Bluetooth on it, or the Bluetooth is a pain in the butt. So what do? We get another adapter. We get this guy here. This is my favorite little box right now. I've got a bunch of them. Again, 3 TVs. We run a Firestick on one, laptop on the other, and we run the Chromecast on the third. So what does this guy do? Well, got these on Amazon. We'll throw a link down below for it. It's a HDMI audio splitter, to be exact. It also, extractor would be good, but splitter because it allows the audio to go to the TV, but it also allows me to have options to take it out. I can use the digital coax, which I don't care about. I can use the fiber optic. Again, if you have home theater systems, stuff like that, or karaoke that has that, which is rare, you've got those options. But most importantly, it has a 3.5 output jack. Now they show headphones, but there's no volume control on it, so it's an aux jack. It's straight up aux. Now, what do I do with that? Well, I use a cable. So let's pull up the cable here. I've got a bunch of different cables. Some of them have 3.5s. Some of them have RCAs, depending on what we were hooking up to. So a lot of speakers have RCAs in the back. So this one here had RCAs, but I wanted to hook it up and I had this available. So I'm using these adapters right here. Now this adapter is a 1/4 inch to RCA adapter, and that allows me to do this with it. Very, very important. Now, with that, I get to use a 3.5 connection, and oh my gosh, voila, there you go. Plug that in into there. Now I can pull out the audio. Now remember, there's a switch that gives you functionality here of 2.0 and 5.1, depending on the audio type. So if you're using just standard PCM audio, 2.5. If you have to pull the digital Dolby off, it's 5.1. So this way you just get the tracks you need. Now, there's my other piece, my Google. Now this goes on the input side where it says in, and then the output side will continue on its way to the TV. That's that simple. Now let's take a look at the mixer, which I have over here. I'm using a Mackie. It's a perfect example because again, you could use Bluetooth and just, we'd be done. You'd be singing by now, right? And have your mics and all that running. But not a lot of functionality. So let's take a look-see at how we get this on the Mackie. So here we are with the Mackie mixer, and yes, like I said, some of these have Bluetooth, and if this had Bluetooth, it's kind of buried somewhere. I don't even know if this has a complete audio interface into the computer, 2 channels in, 2 channels out. And if there's Bluetooth, it's hiding on. I can't remember if there's Bluetooth on this. I'm going to say no for now. But anyways, this is the important part. This mixer doesn't even have Bluetooth on it, but we're going to get this to work. So we've got our left and right audio. All we need to do is find a channel that has 2 channels in this case, the left and right, channel 7 and 8. We're going to use that right here. We're going to plug that in. Usually the red is right, the white or black is left. That's done. Now I get to use the actual high, mid, and low controls on that channel. I get to use the effects on that channel. I get to pan it left and right. I get the options to do everything I need to do right here. It's done. Nothing more confusing than that. I've done it, and I've got the best options possible on this mixing board. Now, again, like I said, a lot of mixers don't have great options when it comes to Bluetooth. And let's take a look-see at the mixer right next to it. Now, I'm sorry I'm not getting the camera super close to this guy, but it's the principle of things. The Bluetooth is literally a button with a dial. That's it, that's all. if I want to have any good audio functionality to it, I need to plug into one of these channels. So again, I can go into the end channel here, and I can plug in right on top. Now I'm going to have great functionality. I've got gain controls, I've got the highs, the lows, I've got aux options for my monitor if I want, so I can really go crazy with this guy. And I've got the gain controls at the bottom for that channel, all leading out to mains. Microphones are here, karaoke's here, off the TV, main out here. Bingo. It's as simple as that. These adapters go a long way. It's always handy to have a few of these adapters. They're not expensive. You can get them on Amazon. Again, links are down below for that kind of stuff. We've gone through tons of these. You're not planning on using a Firestick or a Chromecast. You just want to use, let's say, your Samsung TV apps, and you're going to run everything off of that. Then try and find yourself a version that has the word ARC, A-R-C, Audio Return Channel. That's important. ARC, that means it'll pull the actual audio off of the HDMI or directly off of the TV. That's how these guys get the audio off of that. So very important. That's how that works. Again, I hope this helped you out. So I'd like to thank Mendoza for this actual question here. This is how we're doing our videos mostly now, is basically based on your questions. And if you have one of your own, please leave your name and where you're from in the actual question down below in the comment section. Like I say, thanks for watching. Remember to use the links. Those are always important. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does help this channel out dramatically. That's how I make my money, is through the links down below. Again, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you in the next video.